what's up? It's Amy Joy here. Long time no update. I hope you are doing well. So today's video is all about the Master Cleanse wrap. Basically, it's a wrap video. I finished the cleanse actually a while ago. September 1st was supposed to be my closing date, and if you can recall, the reasons for doing so were to number one, cut all my food addiction cords. Maybe not all, but definitely cut a lot of them, because I am transitioning to my previous lifestyle of vegetarian, possibly vegan, though I just had cheese today, so we're not there yet. Okay, so that was number one. Number two was to shed a couple of pounds because I had a photo shoot September 3rd, which already happened. I'll share the pics. And I had a number three, which was to get back to more of my spiritual practice and my sadhana, my daily spiritual routine, meditation, and the like. So we're going to run down the list, and we're going to recap the Master Cleanse, and then we're going to run down the list of the objectives. And today's date is September 8th. So we're a little removed from the September 1st deadline, and I'll tell you what happened. All right, so here's the deal. Day 8 was a huge climactic day in terms of my Master Cleanse. Day 8, if you recall, I actually posted a video on day 8, was the day of my friend's wedding. And while I was at the wedding, at first, initially, I held really strong, and I was like, yes, I'm not doing this. No hors d'oeuvres, please. What do you call it? Miss me with that. And so I had my fiance, I was like, hey, here, you can have the hors d'oeuvres, like, get some of this. Bruschetta is good, you know, the bacon wrapped scallops, all that stuff, a lot of meat stuff. So I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely, you have that. I'm good. I did well. Then the open bar came. So obviously for me, like, practicing yoga means that a lot of times the aim is to cleanse and purify the body. So that typically means like sugar, which is really kind of bad for us. We're avoiding that. I'm sorry, I'm just being nosy. My neighbor just pulled into his driveway and just checking out what's going on. All right, so sugar is like really bad for the body. We know that like meat and dairy causes mucus and things like that in the body, which doesn't allow the normal body functions and systems to process like normal. It kind of gets in the way, slows down responses, just muckies up all the systems. So cleansing and purifying for me typically means eliminating sugar, and then also alcohol is kind of bad for the body too. Obviously, it's a lot of sugars too. Complex sugars that will be broken down, but obviously it's very high in carbohydrates, depending on what you have. Obviously, beer is the highest in carbohydrates. Straight like alcohol, kind of like vodka or something like that, maybe whiskey, might not have as much sugars, it doesn't have any calories, and it has way less carbohydrates, maybe none, but I think wine still has a little bit. So anyway, after the wedding was the cocktail hour where the hors d'oeuvres were, and there was an open bar. I succumbed to the temptation. I submitted. I had a few glasses of wine. I guess weddings to me are synonymous with drinking, and I didn't do very well on that objective. But I decided to roll with it, that I was going to do that. And then actually the whole time I was debating, like, am I going to have this entree? Am I going to have these crab cakes? I'm like really curious. And so, of course, like I said beforehand, before the wedding even occurred, I had RSVP'd, because I had no idea I'd be on the fast, that I would have the crab cakes and my fiance would have the, I don't know, like filet mignon. It was beef, some kind of beef. I think it was filet mignon. So here they come, like with your name tags. They have what you want for dinner on it. Here comes my crab cakes. Here comes his ribeye, whatever it was, filet mignon. And I'm like, do I want it? Do I want it? Moment of truth. Yes, I'm gonna have some. So here I go. I eat my crab cake dinner, and it was like only so. I was just like, wow, all the hype, and it wasn't even really all that. And I feel bad. I did feel a little bad, and but I just was living in the moment. I said, oh well, F it, like that was that. The next day, I went back to my fast actually, but it didn't feel the same. I felt really guilty and upset with myself for having broken the fast. So that would have been day 9. Day 9, which was a Sunday, and day 10, Monday, I fasted. I went back to the lemonade diet, went back to the master cleanse, and on day 10, I just kept, I guess, fixating on how I broke the fast, and I just wanted to start to, like, I felt like I had reached my objectives. One, I didn't feel addicted. Even though I gave in to the crab cakes, I felt like that was a special occasion. And I kind of felt like that I still really had the power of, like, being very selective and saying no to food as it came to me. It was really strong in my system that I knew how, by that time, to say no and be super selective. My objective number 2, shedding a few pounds. So I shed the 5 pounds that 3 initially on the like very first or second day was really easy. And then 2 more after like a whole complete 7 days, a whole complete week. It didn't feel like any more was going to come off. It didn't feel like any more was coming off. So I kind of felt like, all right, this is my plateau here. I might be ready and willing to just stop. And then the third objective, the spirituality objective, to be in the sadhana and to feel connected to source. I did feel really, really, really connected. I was meditating, and I did some breath work, and I felt super, just like I could feel and sense my spirit very strongly. And it felt really great. I was feeling really good. And I felt like all of my objectives had been met. And I felt like the rest of this time is just, I don't know. I felt like it was kind of in vain, like to just prove a point. And I felt like I didn't want to do it. Like it was pointless. So on the end of the 10th day, I actually, well, not on the end of the 10th day. I don't think I had actually made the decision on the 10th day, but I was feeling like it was pretty pointless. And then on the 11th day, I decided to eat. So that was, the 11th day would have been on Tuesday. And my photo shoot was the upcoming Sunday. So I took it really easy. I just began to eat like a little bit of solid food. I don't even remember what I ate that Tuesday. I think I had lunch. I don't know if I had breakfast. I might have. I think I might have had a piece of fruit for breakfast. And moving forward, I just ate leisurely as I wanted to, but I tried to still really kind of keep the calories to a minimum because my photo shoot was coming up. That's why I was shedding the pounds to begin with. My photo shoot was coming up. Oh yeah, I showed you guys the pictures. So, yeah, it was not the ending that I would have wanted, and I may actually still go back on it again just to exercise that discipline muscle. I think that's so important for us, especially like as spiritual beings. I think that we need to really tap into our discipline. This world is just so freaking awesome and full of so much stimuli and so much distraction and fun things to get into that we don't practice discipline enough. And it's just really the key to a successful lifestyle of any kind, okay? So discipline with your money, discipline with your body, you know, making workouts daily, discipline with, you know, like everything. Discipline with your spiritual practice, you know, makes you get on those higher levels of consciousness and higher frequency and vibration, ability to attract whatever it is you want to do. So just that discipline really plays a big part in your level of success in life. So whenever I can find that discipline in one area or another, it's really much easier for me to transfer it to the next area. So that's what I eat. I don't know, food is like a thing that's it's accessible to me. It's something that is easily controlled and accessible, and that I can find the discipline in. That and exercise too. Although it's a lot harder to kind of get on the ball and get it rolling with exercise, but once you do, then you have that level of, you know, just get back to it at all costs, and then you can find the discipline, and then you can begin to apply it to all the other areas of your life. And so that's been my practice, and I know it's true for a lot of people as well, because that's where like people with food, what do you call it? Like food disorders, eating disorders, they too find that like a lot of times it's emotional and it's really attached to other things in their lives, baggage and trauma and things of that nature, dysfunction from relationships, that they take it out on themselves with food, eating disorders, same thing with cutters, you know. It's a place where they can discipline themselves, you know. So it's definitely accessible through that means, not to say that it needs to be that place, but it's easily accessible, and then we can apply it to other areas. I hate to be so anticlimactic, but basically maybe this is climactic. The climax of my master cleanse was day 8, where I couldn't freaking keep the discipline strong. I mean, like, seriously though, a wedding that I had been planning on and I really wanted to eat the food, I wasn't quite strong enough for that yet. So I succumbed to my desires, to my flesh, you know, my humanly cravings for taste, to satisfy that sense. Because typically the Master Cleanse Challenge is only 10 days straight. Some people will go for longer, or some people have gone for 10 days, they'll go off a bit, and then they'll go back on. So that's totally a possibility. I have lots more lemons in my refrigerator still. Once I put them in the fridge, it totally slowed down the spoiling process. So I mean, I'm like ready to go if I just want to start it back up again. And 10 days honestly is like, it's cool. It's, you know, it's a week with like 2 weekends on either side. And you know, that's pretty much it. So it's not a huge commitment, and it's a nice bite-sized chunk, and I think I really enjoy that versus the I was going to go for 15 days straight, which again, I feel I could have, but I chose not to. So that's the wrap. That's my journey. I hope you enjoyed watching the videos. Kind of, I didn't do a whole lot of ups and down struggles. I kind of like have my struggle off camera. So if you'd like to see more of that, please let me know in the comments. And looking forward to hearing your feedback, what you thought, if it's relatable, what your experience has been, if you tried it before, or if you're willing to try it again, let me know, because I would love to organize a group and have everybody do it together, and maybe we can support each other and like be like, yeah, let's go, let's get it. So yeah, that's all I got for now. Love you guys so much. Namaste. The light in me bows to and honors and respects the light in you. And I shall see you on the next video. I got some stuff in my bag that I'm going to pull out, and can't wait to film. So see you guys soon.
If you like this video and want to see more like it, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hit the notifications button so that you can be informed anytime I post a new video.